Welcome back to TOT Hoops. The boys are here in the cut today. We have a hot takes video coming your way. We're going to do a little bit of a different format than we've done in the past. We each have 2 hot takes prepared. At the end, the winner will be decided. We'll do a little bit of a consensus on what is the hottest and the most possible, like at the same time, like which one could actually happen. Yeah, how are we feeling? I mean, my page.
I got one that's going to upset a lot of people.
My page is on fire. My page is basically smoking right now. So you want to kick it off, Matt?
Yeah, I'm going to start off hot.
Save your. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to start off hot, and people are probably going to click off, but I promise you, stay tuned. The Indiana Pacers will miss the playoffs this year.
Wow. I'm writing down. Wow.
After being in the finals or the conference finals last year, they are going to miss the playoffs. I don't know why. I just am not a believer in the Pacers, and I feel like a team like a Miami or even Atlanta could end up having a better-ish season. I'm not high on Atlanta by any means, but like I think the Pacers, if they do end up making it, it'll be a bottom, like they'll be in the play-in. That's basically my hot take, but I think to make a little extra, they'll miss the playoffs.
That's an electric take. I think like Scal helps a little bit with that. Like if he's not there, then that's an absolute lock. I think Ty's going to have a good season. Like, I don't know. He's not going to be – he'll probably be an all-star, whatever. But I could seriously see that happening.
It's just tough because, like, Philly was in the play-in last year. You expect them to be a better regular season team. Then you have Miami, who I expect to be a better regular season team, who they were a game back, like, of them last year. And they had advantageous matchups in the first 2 rounds, in my opinion. So, like, I'm very in the last year's run was an absolute fluke, in my opinion.
It would have been more of a fluke. But it's a matter of, I mean, making the playoffs is different than going to.
It's just a matter of, like, Atlanta can sneak in. Like, that's, or Toronto is somehow good. And, like, they just, one of those two is just going to have to get in.
I like it.
And Indy's going to have to, like, Indy's just going to have to drop a play-in game or 2.
Maybe because Reese is spending all his time at fever games and baseball games, not locking it in the offseason. I see you, dude, and making TikToks. I'm censoring myself with my word choice there. Let me go here. This is pretty hot. Memphis wins 48 games next year.
Damn it, that's big. I had one.
Memphis wins 48 games next year. Projected on ESPN. What does it have them at? Has them at 40. 8 games is a huge difference. That puts them from like it has them at.
That would have them as
4 seed.
Last year would have had them as the 8 seed, which is crazy.
Okay, then
I have my hot take. I have 3, but that one, my other one was that they're going to be a top 4 seed, so like 50.
That was exactly what mine was, and it says that the 4 seed is predicted to have 48 wins.
Yeah.
So I put it at 48. That's 47, 48. I seriously think, and especially a guy like Ja, who hasn't really got a chance with some maturity to play a full regular season, I think people are severely sleeping on this team. And I think a guy like him and a guy like JJ, the young, like that's the kind of team that wins a lot of regular season games in my eyes. And that's also the kind of team that beats a lot of teams that are better than them during the regular season, in my eyes.
Yeah, no, the defense will be there. Ja Morant is going. I'm in agreement with that.
I love that we're aligned on that.
Yeah, like I think the Clippers are going to be worse. I think Dallas is going to be just mids in the regular season again, and I think Phoenix is going to suck. So
Phoenix is going to suck. Dallas will be worse. They might even have a better record than Denver. The Pelicans are going to suck. The Kings are going to suck. Those are all teams that they have above them in this. I don't know. I seriously think, and again, we said this last year, and then they missed the playoffs. There was a ton.
Ja was out for 25 games. Everyone got
there was a ton of stuff that happened. But I mean, like, do I think that they could make a run in the playoffs? No. But do I think they're like a quintessential 3rd or 4th seed to win a ton of regular season games as young guys with fresh legs? I like it a lot.
I would love Lakers Grizzlies round 1. Go ahead, son.
I'd like to say this. Out of the entire league, I think a year ago, before Desmond Bane got hurt, they were on the road to definitely being a part
We're
of
saying
the.
you're gonna be a 1 seed.
They were definitely considered, I would say, one of the best backcourts in the entire league, top 5 at the
People
time
forget
when
how
they
good
were.
Ja is, bro.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
Desmond Bain, like those two together is real dangerous. And I think that also shout out to Gigi Jackson as well.
I know
They got
he's hurt.
they got function over there. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, I just know that it's very important for those guys to stay healthy. So if they can stay healthy, which is the goal.
We've already talked about this with Ben 10. If you haven't watched our Ben 10 interview, Ja lands right. Ja lands right. Just want to throw that out there.
Also, I really do think Zach Edey might make a difference for this team, which is
That's
crazy.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's a fact.
Now you need to simmer. Now you need to
That's a
simmer.
fact.
All
That's
right,
the
Slim,
fact.
what's your hot take?
Now you need to simmer.
This
there.
one's gonna be good, folks. Let's hear this one.
I don't think y'all are going to think it's too crazy, but Houston Rockets 2nd round exit.
That is wild.
It's definitely hot. It's not as crazy as I thought it was gonna be,
No.
but it's definitely hot. I mean, like they're gonna have to be a top 4 team in the Western Conference, basically.
Sangoon coming
Yeah,
off the
and
field.
I think they definitely have the opportunity to be a play-in team, considering how deep the West is, and they could probably meet Sacramento or New Orleans in a certain scenario. But if they play, assuming that OKC will be 1, 2, 3 maybe, I see that they could run into OKC in the 2nd round, lose. OKC get pushed to the Western Conference, maybe play whoever. But I think that if Şengün is healthy, I think that opens up a lot of space for these cats to get creative and do what they do. I think Jalen Green started to show y'all, people joked about this, and I've been taking notes. But when he did have his child, that boy started to play different. We saw that little stretch of, he can be as aggressive as a Jaylen Brown, just in regards to how he gets to the rack and how he applies pressure in games when it's needed. And I think that they all have the guys around them. Cam Whitmore.
They do have a good team.
That child support bills, they started hitting. That's just started hitting. He's like, damn, I got to go get a bag, dude.
They do have a good team. Steven Adams, I think, will be a big addition to help with rebounding purposes.
Wait, you think they would beat them? That would have them.
If they're in the play-in, they're fucked. That's my opinion. They have to be at least the 6
upsetting like Minnesota, or
they have to be at least the 5 seed for that to happen for me.
I could see them upset Dallas.
I don't think Dallas is going to be a 1 or 2 seed, but I like the take.
If they're if they played Dallas in the first round, it would be a better series than people would think. That's my opinion. I still think Dallas would come out on top. But
what you got, Matt?
My other one, well, it was Grizzlies are top 4 seed, but this one's not. I guess it's not that hot, but Jalen Brunson's going to be your MVP this year.
Whoa, that's not particularly hot, but I have not thought about that.
It just really depends on how good the Knicks are in the regular season. If he can put up 30 a game, if he can be what Shea was last year, in my opinion, on a top 2 seed, if they can somehow steal the 1 seed from Boston in the regular season and he's putting up numbers similar to Shea did last year, I just don't think there's a world where he's not MVP, to be honest. Yeah. Unless Luka or Embiid is just unbelievable. Because there's no way they give it to Jokic again, in my opinion. No matter how good he is, there's just no way. There's just no way, and I think Denver's going to fall off a little bit. So it's basically if they can get the 1 seed and he's putting up 35 and 6 or 7, I don't he's going to
35.
No, 35 and 6.
I thought you said 35, 6 and 7.
Even 35,
he's not getting 35.
I mean, if he's putting up
35, that getting 40, man.
No brainer MVP if he's putting up 35 a night. Yo, for my Nets fans out there, I did want to let everybody know I have been spitting. It's been 4 days. I have been spitting on Madison Square Garden every day for 4 days. My job started Monday. 2 blocks from MSG. Don't dox me. I have been spitting on MSG every day for 4 days. If that means anything for you bettors, I don't know. Seriously, I'm trying to do something here. I'm putting in the legwork for the Nets. So,
Okay. What's your hot take, Finn?
okay, this is also very spicy. Again, my page is in flames. 76ers get bounced in the second round.
That's not that hot.
You don't think that's hot? I think some people are claiming they're going to win the finals.
Well, based on what
get bounced in the first round.
Okay, first round's hot, but
That's
second round. Okay, because second round they're gonna most likely play either Boston or New York, and I think both of those teams could be
either of
beat
those
them.
teams.
They could
So
beat either of those
say
teams.
New
They could
York
also lose.
I'll say Philly gets bounced in the first round by like a 6 or 7 seed because I think they're going to be not them. Like a Magic would bounce them. Something electric like that. It's a hot take.
It's hot. It's hot. I don't hate it. I actually do hate
Dude,
it.
that team.
I hate it. I'm out.
What do you mean you're out on it?
I'm out on that one. I don't think there's no world where that happens, in my opinion.
That means it's a great hot take because when it does happen.
Well, yes. If it does happen, it's a great hot take. But I'm saying I'm out. I don't agree with that one. The other ones I agreed with.
There's no, and I mean no, winning in that locker room from top to bottom, from coach to the last man on the bench.
Nick
First
Nurse
of all,
is
the worst coach in the
NBA
NBA.
champion.
Don't get me started on Nick Nurse. There is no winning in that locker room except Nick Nurse with who got carried by Kawhi. There is no winning in that locker room. What has Nick Nurse done besides won one championship with Kawhi, who was undoubtedly the best player in the NBA that year? And got saved on a game set. We're not doing this right now. That's my Nick Nurse stuff. I'll save for another day. I think Nick Nurse is a fraud. But yeah, I don't see the vision. I think Tyrese is by far their best player. By far.
That's a hot take in itself.
Now I could debate that for 30 minutes. It's not particularly close. He is leaps and bounds better than Embiid. He is leaps and bounds better than Paul George. He might be the best guard. I might take him over Brunson. He is electric. There's a third hot take for you. I'm a machine.
All right, we'll leave you to the comments to that one. Slim, what's your last one?
DM me, dude. I'll fucking fight you.
Top 3. Appreciate you for being here. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to your mama, auntie, everybody. You know what it come down to. But with that being said, I think the Atlanta Hawks make it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals this season.
Yep.
Y'all asked for hot takes.
Done.
I'm gonna give y'all a hot take.
Nope.
That's not a hot. This guy. This is what you do.
Is it something
Here, ready?
that
This is what we'll do. Ready? So we're gonna have the Hawks in this hand. We're gonna have a piece of garbage in the same hand, and we're gonna put them together, and nothing changed.
Wow.
hot take? Hence
But
hot take. Hence hot take.
That team.
Hence hot
They have
take.
no gusto, Slim. They got no
that
gusto.
team has no vibes.
Hawks all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Johnson and Trae Young solidified All-Stars this season.
If that happens, which that won't happen.
Wait, the All-Star part? Because Jalen Johnson, I do think could be, if they have actually have a good season, I think he could be a possible All-Star. I like him a lot. Maybe not this year, but in like a year or two.
If they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, Matt and myself will do whatever TikTok dance of your
No.
choice.
How about this? If they get to the conference finals, me and Finn will fly to Atlanta, buy
Yes.
Slim and us tickets to the game. But
Yes.
for 2 hours pregame, we will stand outside with a sign in a trash bag that says, "I was wrong about the Hawks."
Yes, that is great. That's electric. I 100% swear to God I will do that if they make the
Believe
conference
it.
finals. I will wear a
Believe it.
track. We'll just stand there.
Yeah, I will stand there for
Love it.
2 hours, not saying
Love
a
it.
single
Believe
word.
it.
I was wrong about the
Love
Hawks.
it.
I believe it.
I was wrong. Love it.
I believe it. Y'all be ready. Y'all be ready.
All right. We know we want to push through here. I think it's a no-brainer because we were aligned on it.
Grizzlies.
I think Grizzlies. I think it's hot enough. 4 seed, that's a high seed. They didn't make the playoffs last year. I know there's a lot going on. Going from not making the playoffs to a 4 seed in a West that we just said is extremely deep. If you check our Kings video out. I think that might have to be it. I do like the Pacers take though, and I think a dialogue needs to be had because
like missing the playoffs is a bit of a stretch, but it's just a matter if a team like the Raptors or the Hawks can be good, like, or the Bulls can somehow have a resurgence. But there's no world I see that happening.
Not without DeMar. Not without DeMar.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine to Milwaukee.
Damn, that's a hot take. But
Zach LaVine to Milwaukee? No, Zach LaVine to Brooklyn. All right. Well,
that's it for this.
Drop the comments though.
Drop your hot takes. Maybe we'll react. If we get enough of them, we'll react.
And if you made it to the end of this video, comment your Venmo right now, and I'll send you $30.
Wow, look at that. New job, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.